video from Tiny Revolution, and today we're going to continue kind of a series I've been doing talking about how to level and stabilize your tiny house or your trailer or whatever. We're standing out here, and as you may be able to hear during the course of this video, standing out here preparing for a bit of a storm, which for anyone who has toted a trailer before knows it is the absolute worst time to have to play around with the leveling and the stabilizing of your tiny house or your trailer. So what are we going to talk about exactly? We're going to talk about the thing that keeps you from rolling backwards down a hill into the lake, and that's wheel chocks. So why exactly do you need a wheel chock? I mean, is your trailer really going to go somewhere once it's level and stabilized? Well, chances are, if gravity has anything to do with it, yeah, it could very well roll backwards. All it needs is a slight grade and it could start to roll one way or the other. And you definitely don't want to be inside your tiny house if it starts to roll. Kind of reminds me of that Mickey Mouse cartoon where Mickey Mouse and Goofy and Donald were in their little travel trailer going around the mountain, and it started to roll and this and that and the other. You definitely don't want that with your tiny house after all the effort you've taken to build such a beautiful home. So let's talk about a couple of very easy wheel chocks first. Now, ideally when you're at a trailer, you want to chock both the front and the back of the wheel. That way it doesn't roll forward, doesn't roll backward, no matter what the grade is. Probably the easiest chock you can use is just, well, a brick or a cinder block, or maybe you find just a regular old river rock at your campsite or at your home site. Easiest thing to do. So what you're going to do is you're just going to take that device, I'll call it a device, you're going to take that material and you're just going to put it in the front and the rear of the tire like so. So it may not seem like much. I mean, it's just a brick really in front of your tire and then behind your tire. But if you'll notice, when I try and bring the trailer forward, that chock is going to not allow that tire to really go anywhere. So now I can stand on the trailer because I've got the wheel chocked. It's not going to go backwards, not going to go forwards, not going to make me look like a fool standing here. I want to talk about a couple of other chocks. Maybe a simple chock you could take everywhere with you. It's just a good old piece of wood. This is nothing special. It's just a piece of wood, just like the brick. Put one in the front of your tire, one behind your tire, and you're not really going to roll anywhere. But if you want to get fancy, you can buy a couple of store products. A very inexpensive thing is just a standard wheel chock. This is made by Camco. You can see that it's got some louved edges there so that as your tire goes up, it gets a little bit of traction. Something like this is about $4.99 for just one. So you're definitely going to want to get two, one for the front of the wheel, one for the back of the wheel. If you want to spend a little bit more money, you could get something that's more like this. This is for a heavier trailer. This is something I might put if I were, trying to stop something that, a trailer that maybe has a car on it or has a farm implement or something like that, because it really is quite heavy. It's probably about 15, 16 pounds, has a handle on it, and when you put it down in front of your wheel and behind your wheel, it's really not going to go anywhere. Perhaps my favorite chock, though, is the X-Chock. Now, I didn't find out anything about these until maybe a year or so ago, and I wasn't really sure the effectiveness of them. So, of course, I read some online reviews and that sort of thing, and decided this is probably what's best because it operates really on tension rather than just inertia, if you will. So, the X-Chock simply has these plates that go inside of your tandem wheels. Now, this won't work if you just have a single wheel axle, but if you do have a tandem axle, so there's two wheels, then this is going to work great. You just want to slide that up into your tires. It comes with a little tool, a 3/4 inch tool, if you will, 3/4 inch ratchet, and you're just going to put it down in between your wheels like that. Attach your ratchet, make sure you're going in the right direction, and you're simply going to tighten that X-Chock. Now you can see that was reversed, so I'm going to start tightening. Sometimes you put your finger in there just to hold that threaded bolt good. And you can start to feel, and you'll be able to adjust it as you need to as you're putting this in. So that's essentially the science of the wheel chock. Doesn't seem that exciting, doesn't seem that mind-boggling, but definitely essential to the security of your tiny house or your trailer. So you're going to want to remember, make sure you travel with the Chocks. Hey, this has been another video, and if you liked it, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. And while you're here, you might as well subscribe. We'll see you on the next video.